Hey guys, welcome to Crypto Command. It is another awesome day in crypto land. If we take a quick look at what is going on in the crypto markets today, you can see that there is green across the board. Bitcoin is now above $8,700 with another 5% rise today. And if we look down the page, almost everything is in the green. With the notable exception of Bitcoin Cash is down, but this is after a rise yesterday. Ethereum continues to push all-time highs now at $471. Ripple is rising, Dash is rising, Litecoin up 13%, Monero still rising, Neo back toward highs and up another 11%. One thing to note here, a little bit of a shakeup in the top 10 is that Dash has passed Litecoin and it seems to be holding that position. Bitcoin Gold is now included on the top 10 here. It is dropping some as people are having access to this and starting to drop it. But let's take a quick look at Bitcoin Gold before we continue on with the market. One thing you can see is that even though there was this rapid sell-off initially, it's kind of still trying to hold on to this 400 USD price now at 355. I don't think there's going to be a lot of support for Bitcoin Gold in the long term, but it's still holding one of these top 10 positions. As we move down through the alts, the story, everything is in the green. There is just a lot of enthusiasm in the market across the board. So what does this mean? The overall market cap is continuing to rise. We are now at 281 billion, just charging up as Bitcoin seems to be destined for this $10,000 price target. But it's just amazing to see that the alts are keeping up with it in this market and that our total market cap is growing. So this has really been the story of the day for the overall markets. One other story that I wanted to cover today that you may be hearing about, so I wanted to try to answer some questions about this, and that is another Bitcoin fork that happened yesterday. These seem to be happening so much now that people aren't even paying attention to it. The one that happened yesterday is Bitcoin Diamond. So this is a fork. Forked successfully is what you find on the Bitcoin Diamond homepage now. This has been getting a lot of attention pretty quickly. They now have 11,000 followers here on Twitter. They had this announcement on Twitter yesterday that they were able to fork successfully. So let's go back to CoinMarketCap and take a look at what the price looks like here. So it has the symbol BCD, Bitcoin Diamond, and you can only see the futures on CoinMarketCap right now. But it has been rising since this fork happened. So it is currently a price of $87. And you may say, why should we pay attention to that? It's not worth it. It's just like Bitcoin Gold, another one of these forks. There's no real value here. But one of the notable differences about Bitcoin Diamond compared to the others is that this forked with a 10x return. So this means that they increased the total max supply of Bitcoin Diamond by tenfold over Bitcoin. So the max supply of Bitcoin Diamond is 210 million coins in comparison to 21 million for Bitcoin. So that's the big difference. So if you are a holder of Bitcoin, then for every 1 Bitcoin you have, you get 10 Bitcoin Diamond. So that brings the total as of right now to, instead of $87, that would be like $870. And that would be higher than what Bitcoin Gold currently is. And so while I haven't really focused on Bitcoin Gold on my channel, I don't really think it's something worthwhile. It's not even really worth exposing your private keys to try to claim Bitcoin Gold. So I haven't talked about that at all. But Bitcoin Diamond could actually be interesting. But this has already forked. And some notable exchanges have actually mentioned that they are supporting Bitcoin Diamond. Probably the biggest one being Binance. So Binance has mentioned that they are distributing Bitcoin Diamond. So if you held any Bitcoin on this exchange at the time of the fork, they said when they took the snapshot yesterday, then you will receive your Bitcoin Diamond and you'll be able to exchange on Binance. So there is some notoriety here. So what is Bitcoin Diamond actually about? The one thing that is somewhat interesting about Bitcoin Diamond that differentiates it from BTC is that they're trying to add an element of privacy into Bitcoin Diamond. So they're trying to protect the ability to see how much any given user is holding. So you can't see a total Bitcoin Diamond amount. I'm not really sure how much interest this will gain given the fact that there are a number of established privacy coins that are already in the crypto space, but this is certainly one element that is missing currently from BTC. They have tried to tackle the same question that other forks have dealt with, such as Bitcoin Cash, one being the block size. Of course, this was one of the issues that has come up time and time again. They have increased the block size limit to 8 megabytes, trying to speed up the transaction speed. Of course, they're also trying to deal with this by the total number of coins. They're also trying to lower the cost for participation thresholds and trying to reduce transaction fees. That is certainly a problem that currently exists with Bitcoin. One thing that they do well is that they have this comparison chart between all the different forks that have happened or tried to happen, including SegWit2x, in the Bitcoin space. So here in Bitcoin Diamond, you can see that the max supply is really the differentiating factor. Another aspect that is different is the mining algorithm. Similar to what happened with Bitcoin Gold, they have optimized this for GPU mining to try to return this to an average miner, get away from specialized hardware, avoiding the ASIC mining, no need for SHA-256. You can do this with GPU. They've optimized it for X13, which is different from the Equihash that was done with Bitcoin Gold. Block time is the same. They have increased the block size the same way to 8 megabytes that was done with Bitcoin Cash. So they're trying to mix some of these different things that we have seen before. Overall, this encryption, the added element of privacy, that's really probably the distinguishing feature along with this max supply amount. At this point, will there be widespread adoption? I think it's probably too early to tell. I just don't know if there's enthusiasm for all these additional forks at this point. But one thing that is worth noting is that the list of exchanges that are supporting this is growing. So they have listed a number of these exchanges on their website. I don't believe Binance is even on here yet, but Binance probably is the most notable one at this point. It is somewhat hard to get behind this. There are a number of misspellings on this website. It just doesn't look professional. Wallets is misspelled here. Mining is not spelled correctly. And if you go down here, the development team, they're operating anonymously. 007 is listed as a developer here. So they're not really putting a face behind the project at this point, but it's another aspect to try something different in forking Bitcoin. So just wanted to let you guys know what things look like. If you've seen this pop up and you had questions about it, hopefully this answers some of those questions. At this point, if you had Bitcoin in a different wallet other than on an exchange, of course, I always recommend that you keep it somewhere more secure than on an exchange. So if you had this in a software wallet or a hardware wallet, at this point, since only futures are what are being traded, it's not something that you're going to be able to claim at this point. Once more information is available about that, and if the price is holding up, I will cover that in the future. Let me know in the comments below if that would be something that would be interesting to you. It doesn't seem like there is any end in sight to all these forks that are happening. So in addition to Bitcoin Diamond, there are already forks listed in the coming months, including Bitcoin Silver, Bitcoin Unlimited, Super Bitcoin. This seems crazy that forks are the way that everyone's trying to go. This does not seem productive. But in spite of this, you can't deny what's happening with the price of Bitcoin. And of course, the real news probably driving the price more than anything else is the fact that institutional money is likely to come into Bitcoin here in the near future, with Bitcoin futures being able to be traded. So we'll continue to keep an eye on the price of Bitcoin, but as of right now, it is on its way higher and higher. So that's the update for today, guys. I hope this was helpful. If you had questions about this most recent fork, if this video was helpful to you, be sure to give it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until next time, thanks for watching Crypto Command.